Dewayne.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dave.
And this is the Beer-Bourbon-Breakfast podcast. We're back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back, listener.
I'm going to try to sit up straight this time because I feel like
You gotta
go back and watch this and I'm hunched over like this the whole time. It's not a good look.
Well, I don't know.
But this isn't really a good look either. So
How many
try to
people
find a
actually...
happy medium.
I'm not sure how many people actually watch the video, but you should watch the videos.
Yeah.
Producer Dave does a hell of a job with his graphics.
Yes.
He has been putting the
very
name
entertaining.
Slouch under you, though.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, Slouch.
Nice. Slouch. Get it together.
Just
So
you.
try
He
to-
doesn't give us
yeah.
any names at all. I don't know how to feel about that.
I believe he calls you Mr. Gorgeous, and I am...
That
I
can
don't...
stay.
I don't...
That can stay. So, it's been... well, let's pretend like it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We put this out every 2 weeks.
It's
Sure.
2 weeks.
Yeah, let's
That'll
pretend
work.
like-
Yeah.
and that way people think we're like we adhere to a schedule.
Yeah.
Yes,
Every
very
2
regimented.
weeks.
Yep.
We're so dedicated to this podcast.
Something is on the schedule.
Yes. That prevents us from doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
pretty much.
cool. So, anything new in anybody's life?
No.
No.
Fantastical?
There's a couple amazing things that's coming up for you guys.
Yeah, I got to work today at the bar. I got to work at the bar today.
That is pretty amazing.
I mean, something that's coming up.
Since this is live, I'll be at the bar today. No. Yeah, I'm going to Italy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Leaving for Italy for 2 weeks.
Should be fun.
In Bari, Italy, Sorrento, and Rome.
God, what's it?
Nice.
I'm so jealous that you're actually going to go to the Olive Garden headquarters. Like, how did you book that?
How dare you, sir? I would never do that while I'm in Italy. We just talked about this. I'm going to the DiGiorno's production factory.
And you're going to meet Chef Boyardee.
Yes, yeah. We have a private cooking class with Chef Boyardee. You open the can.
He's gonna teach you how to make pizza rolls.
No, that's Totino's is going to
Oh,
teach you that.
yeah. We're staying at Totino's house.
Yeah.
He has an Airbnb. It's just an air fryer and a microwave. Mm-hmm. And just a freezer full of pizza and pizza rolls.
Air fryer's the way to go, though. Like, whether you're doing Hot Pockets or pizza rolls or whatever, you notice if you cook those in the microwave, they all explode.
Yeah.
Air fryer, they don't explode.
Yeah, so now they explode when you bite into them.
Yeah, at least it all stays in, you know.
I agree. Like I think I cook everything in an air fryer.
Yeah.
Let's. I mean, air fryer is by far the superior small appliance.
It's man's greatest invention.
I mean.
Okay, wheel.
Right next to the wheel, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give him the wheel, I guess. But that man, he's quite an inventor.
Yeah. We
Damn air fryer.
do some things, but yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I've made vegetables like once or twice in mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've done that. We made, like, air-fried crispy green beans. Pretty good, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
We did air fried cauliflower with like buffalo sauce on it.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right.
Gonna be a lot of. I feel like we'll interject a lot of English accent into this episode because our producer has got
A newsy hat.
glorious of all the hats, and we're not going to show you. You're just going to have to pretend.
Envision.
Yeah, just envision. Send in your pictures. Draw a picture of what you think producer Dave looks like.
Just Google search newsy hat, and I'm pretty sure the hat he's wearing will come up.
Yeah,
Man,
newsy.
if somebody actually did produce a drawing and send it in,
Better yet, is there a razor blade in that hat? Does anyone say Peaky Blinders? That's how they'll.
I've been meaning to watch that, but haven't watched it.
So they kind of, at least when it first starts, they all wear those types of hats, and they have a razor blade hidden in the rim. Or
Oh,
whatever
just
you
in
call it.
case you got to cut
And
somebody.
they'll take it off and they'll whip it around. They'll cut you with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Because they're Peaky Blinders, and they say things you can't understand.
You kind of sound like a cross between a Cockney English person and an Australian.
Well, they're.
They say things you can't understand.
Their background is, I think, supposedly Cockney, Irish, and Gypsy.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a weird act, but it can get. It's almost you got to turn subtitles on. You know how kids nowadays watch everything with subtitles. You pretty much have to watch.
Kids do that. I do that because I can't
not
hear.
millennials, but what's the Gen Z? Ooh. Yeah. Well, they say that's because they're weird, but also, I mean, have you noticed the past probably 10, 15 years, movies can be very hard to hear, especially like an action movie, because like the action scenes are so loud you can't, and that constant doom.
Yeah.
I just
that was so pretty good.
Loud. It was. I trademarked that. Do not use that in your next movie. But that's so loud, like you turn up your TV and then the voices are so loud, so you turn it way down. It's like they don't know how to do balanced sound.
I just equated it to
getting older.
Yeah.
You can't hear people talk anymore.
Like, what?
In a world where you can't hear people speak.
And you turn on closed captions. Watching Sesame Street with closed captions on. What did Bert say?
This is super random, but that's par for the course. Have you ever seen the guy what he looks like for that voices Optimus Prime?
Yes.
Yeah.
He does a lot of voices.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know why I didn't.
Does he do that?
The Decepticon thing?
Yeah, when I change.
I thought.
Does he make that sound?
Yeah.
They just recorded my knees.
They have all the voice actors make their own transformation sound.
This is the Voice Actors Podcast. As I talk about Bill Hader, what's the little round thing from the new Star Wars movies? Or he was in maybe Rogue One?
Yeah, he did BB-8.
He did that, and it was like, he showed how he did it. He talked about how he did it, and it was like so produced and changed. It was like had nothing to do with the sound that he made.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Bill Hader, hilarious.
Nice.
Barry, watch Barry on HBO.
Hilarious.
All right.
I don't even watch TV.
Rogue One was the that black robot, wasn't it?
I think evil BB-8's in the middle.
No, I'm saying he mentioned Rogue One.
Yeah.
I think that.
Oh, the one that Alan Tudyk did the voice.
Yeah.
What was it?
Who's
I
humming?
think it's you, Dave.
Is it me?
No, it's the mic.
Oh.
One of these mics.
Yep, there you go.
I need to get a new mic. Anyway, as soon as we start making money, buddy.
Yeah. I wouldn't count on that.
We're getting those Shure mics. We're going to buy one at a time, used.
Well, he's going to put it on layaway.
So anyway, all right.
Yeah.
We don't have any other big news.
I one could argue that was big news to begin with. Except for the Italy thing. I mean that.
Which topic? Because I feel like we've covered numerous topics so far. Oh, that's funny.
Well, shall we get into something?
Yeah, let's do the breakfast.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got here?
So,
This is the
man,
You guys covered it up like you unveiling it.
yeah, this is super fancy. We tried to go with the breakfast pizza, and I was at Walmart and saw the gloriousness that is DiGiorno Croissant pizza, breakfast pizza.
Croissant.
Yeah. This is sausage and gravy. Pause for a little RIP to our arteries. And that's croissant breakfast pizza.
It's got a soft underside.
Soft underside.
Yeah.
I like doing that. Man.
How'd you cook this?
Air fryer.
Okay, figured. This episode is sponsored by Air Fryer.
The greatest cooking invention ever.
Not anyone in particular, just air fryers
Yeah.
in general. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
That's why I was laughing, because I was like,
that is pretty good.
I wanted to hate this, and I can't, because
I agree, that's good.
you put. I'm hesitant to say a croissant. You douse it in gravy, cover it in cheese, and add sausage to it. It's gonna be good. Like how could you go wrong with this?
I'm not sure about the croissant aspect of it. I don't really get any sort of
Nope.
croissant anything. It just tastes like a soft dough.
Yeah, they could leave the croissant part off the label.
Maybe they just figure that's going to sell it better. I mean, it does if you look at it.
It's got
It
layers,
does have layers.
like an ochre.
It has layers.
It reminds me more of
The biscuits.
layered,
Yeah,
flavored,
the biscuits,
flaky
the layered biscuits.
That's honestly probably because I really don't see DiGiorno making croissant, so it's probably just some flaky biscuits.
Having said all that, pretty damn good.
Delicious.
It is good. Yeah, I like it.
So what's the history of DiGiorno's?
Well, back in '76, there was a guy.
Are you serious?
His name was Carl Budding. He had a business partner that no, I have no clue.
You son of a bitch.
I have
You
no
had me
clue.
going there for a
His
second.
partner was named Steve DiGiorno.
And that was the beginning stages of a culinary empire.
You know, we usually try to give a background on the products that we partake in. But I'm going to say, I don't think you need to worry about DiGiorno's.
No.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows what DiGiorno is. You know, we're not going to. Well,
we can make
I
up
guess we
something.
could have looked into some history
Wanna-
there. I don't know.
We can make up something.
Yeah.
The history is a corporate conglomerate wanted to put out a pizza with self-rising dough, and they called it DiGiorno.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my mic again?
Yeah, it's very sensitive.
I can't fix it.
No. That's yours.
Actually, it might be mine. All right. New mics, new cables. Coming soon. Either that, I'm going to duct tape these cables to the mic. So.
On next week's episode, we're going to try to figure out whose mic it is.
I need some gaffer tape.
Join us while we try to figure out whose mic has feedback.
So anyway, yeah, I like the history of that. The DiGiorno, like, 4 or 5 old rich white dudes in the office work for some parent company that has a parent company that has a parent company that's owned by a huge something conglomerate.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we need a breakfast pizza. We need a self-rising something pizza.
I envisioned Chef Bourdieu, the hand, you know, the
The gloved
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Like that's a hamburger helper.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in the mix too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think the crust to me, I think we could get the Pillsbury Doughboy involved.
Yeah.
Try my new breakfast pizza. It's delicious.
that took a weird turn.
That's just. Was that the wrestling trip that we come up with that? We started, no, that was way before.
Yeah,
that
that was
wasn't
before
it?
that. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We don't need to get into that.
No, that's a whole
That's
thing.
A wrestling trip?
Well,
Yeah,
that in particular was a trip that we all took to Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yes.
To go
Oh,
see some low rent wrestling federation.
TNA wrestling.
TNA.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay, it was
Yeah.
TNA. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They got pretty big there for a while. Mm-hmm. Was that like I just imagine that was a VFW, but it was probably an armory or something.
That makes sense.
It was something like that.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But there
it was like a National
there
Guard
was a
armory.
trip way before that. I don't remember who, where, when, what, how, whatever.
Yeah.
Where it was a late night. We were just maybe we've been drinking, but either way, we were super tired, and we just all of a sudden started going, try my new stuffed cookies. And then I
Yeah.
think eventually it turned into Tigger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
so anyway, let's move
This
on.
is-
Yeah. Let's.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
We need alcohol in our life.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's do the bourbon.
Let's do the bourbon now. All right.
Well, just because that's the order we've been doing it in.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna. This is a fresh crack. I gotta. Maker's Mark wants to be difficult, but let me get this guy open here. Sorry. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh,
Oh, that was a
that
good
was a
sound.
good one. That was a good one. Glasses. That was also a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are not sound effects, people. Those are real time.
Yeah, pour that closer to the mic. Oh, the
Oh,
first
that
one
was-
was definitely the
yeah.
best.
Boo! Here, pour
Thank
this
you.
down the drain.
Just keep pouring it until you get it right.
Dang it. Swung and a miss.
All right.
The first one was good though.
Yeah. Let me get my notes out here because this got a lot of notes. Because
Not a note.
yeah, a lot, right? I am gonna be reading from my notes a little bit too.
It's like you wrote all that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Well,
That's fancy.
my handwriting is not fancy at
Yeah,
all.
no, it's not. That's why I chuckled a little bit when
it's-
I didn't expect to see
like a
the chicken
4-year-old.
scratch.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the way I write. I hold the pencil like that. All right, so Maker's Mark is from the Beam Centauri Company. So they pretty much own everybody, kind of deal. So this is a unique. This is part of their Cellars series, which is cool. Yeah, it's a little hot. So 111.7
Yeah, that's
proof.
that's,
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is too is this is called the heart release. So it's meant to jumpstart your heart. So this series is a collection of bourbons that undergo a wood stave finishing technique that is meant to enhance the flavor, right? And the way that so Maker's Mark is kind of known for their finishing, especially in their Cellars series. But the bourbon is finished with 2 different types of French oak staves, 10 staves each, with one set inserted into the barrel for 5 weeks, and then the other for 9 weeks. And that's how they get kind of a unique flavor characteristic. So this is all done in their limestone cellar in Loretto, Kentucky, which is south of Louisville.
Lol.
Not
actually, I believe that says south of Louisville.
well, it's that just means it's a
Which direction is
It's
soft? Which direction is soft?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
it's a
like-
further distance.
At an angle like this?
Yeah, it's like that. That's one of those things. But this is one of 5 releases within the collection. Which is, yeah. I'm typically not the biggest Maker's Mark fan, but we were celebrating a birthday and went to the Marsheville ABC. I'd never seen this before, and so had to pick it up.
Birthplace of Randy Travis.
Yeah, Marshall.
Yep.
Yeah, it was on our way back from John G's.
Shout out to John.
Yeah.
And
John
the G's.
I will
John G's barbecue.
say it tastes better than it smells.
Yes.
It is.
100%.
It smells like straight rubbing alcohol.
It's got a lot on the nose. I forgot to discuss the mash bill. So it's 70% corn, 16% wheat, and then 14% malted barley. So
Can you break down that process, the stave? We talk about the staves.
so are you talking about like when they like the finishing
Yes.
technique? So they open up the barrel and put these staves in there, and then they'll rotate them through. Actually, pour the barrel out, put it into a new barrel, or take the
wow.
pieces out, and then they do that to get. I always think of Maker's Mark as like, especially like their French oak collection or series, very heavy, very oaky, very sweet, and that's kind of a flavor profile that I always kind of think of when I think of Maker's Mark.
I like it.
It smells
Yeah.
very hot.
Very pungent.
Yeah, it does.
But you know what? As the more, I don't know if it's sitting here or if my nose is getting used to it, it's calming down. And it could be
It probably already singed all the nose hairs out of your
Yeah.
nose. So
it might just also be the correlation between taste bud and nose.
yes, yeah.
Because it's not quite as bad as.
There's a lot going on here. That's super flavorful.
Yeah. It's bursting with flavor.
You get a lot of the vanilla from, of course, the oak. A lot of sweetness. I get a nice Kentucky hug, which we
Yeah.
talked about the burn.
Even that's starting to reside a little bit the more I drink it.
Yeah, I've had more burning with other bourbons.
Yep.
It's relatively smooth considering over 111%.
Yep.
They're throwing tons of wood at it.
Yeah.
Charred oak. That's pretty good.
This would be one that I'd love to see what it would taste like with a few drops of water.
Yeah.
Just to cool it down a little bit.
You have some water right there if you
Yeah,
wanted to try that.
I'm gonna just like pour it all in there.
Actually, I just did that, and I felt that it really opened it up. It made it go down a lot smoother.
Ooh, okay.
And
All right.
it actually, I felt like it muted the flavors a little.
Okay.
But it just a splash. I just gave it a splash. I like to do that after the first couple tastes.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt it really changed the complexion of it.
Added a certain how do you say je ne sais quoi?
Je ne
A
sais
certain
something.
I don't know what.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh wow, that changed that pretty dramatically.
It's not something that I saw for a while. That places that whiskey bars, bourbon bars, or bars that just really had a great selection. A lot of times would give you a little water to go with it. Some of them even have droppers,
Yep.
and I haven't seen that lately. And you would think, especially around Charlotte, that would be like
Yeah, it'd be like a hipster thing.
Maybe we
Hipster
should do
doofus
that.
thing.
Yeah, that'd be
Maybe.
cool.
here
Too
at,
bad-
here at 115, Craft 115 Main Street, McAdenville, North Carolina. We craft beer, bourbon, wine.
Plug.
Anyway,
So
7 days a week.
this is, I think I paid $80 for this bottle. So one thing I'd like to kind of get in the habit of, is this a buy or is it a bust?
Oh, kind of like a boom or a doom, huh?
Hey,
Like
let's
okay.
definitely try to keep that. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially with the bourbon.
How much did you say it was?
$80.
That's not terrible. It's good, but look, I'm no bourbon aficionado here. It's a little high for my tastes. The price.
80 is usually kind of my. If it's more than that, it has to be either a super really rare bottle that's just super allocated, or just something that I've been chasing for a while, like Old Forester 1924, or one of their single barrels. Like I'd pay.
Yeah, and I don't even think 1924 costs $80. So,
No,
but you can't get it. So
it's just one of those things. But
Yeah.
It's something that I like having in my collection, but this would not be something that I would. It's not going to be a grab.
You wouldn't buy
go-to.
it again.
Yeah, probably not.
I'd have a hard time spending $80 with anything that says Maker's Mark on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
You
don't-
snob. You
I mean,
bourbon snob.
It's not even that. It's just I don't know. It just
Would you give 50 for it?
if somebody is like, if I went to a store and they were doing a tasting
Yeah.
and I tasted this and I really had time to let it sink in, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'd say just on initial walking in, I know. I generally kind of have a rule. I don't spend over $60 unless it's something that I've had or like maybe you tell me about that I trust. I trust your opinion. But like
But 80 is the MSRP on this, right? That is
Yes.
the
North Carolina.
price. Yeah.
yeah. So in South Carolina, it might be a little more, but it's not allocated, so it's probably about the same price.
Yeah.
Could be. Well, it also just depends on the store in South Carolina too.
Yeah.
Some people have lost their damn minds.
Yes.
A lot of people have lost their damn minds.
You've done lost your damn mind.
Dave, you a buyer? You walking past it?
You caught him eating.
Still working on that pizza.
It's some good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's the kind of thing I'd like to have in my collection. Yeah, but there are other bottles in that range that I might, if it was either or, like a Old Forester 1923 was one I had that was in that price range that I really liked.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it was just, hey, here this is, you want it? It's $80. I don't have any other choices, and I just have $80 to burn. Sure, yeah.
All right.
And it'd be a nice thing to have in the collection.
Yeah.
And just to have there to just take one
Little
nice
sippy.
drink every now and then. Yeah.
So
yeah.
for the graphics situation, I'm putting you
Oh Lord.
on on the. I'm gonna make you do this. Dave's a buy.
All right.
I'm gonna go a bust.
All right. I got to come up with a.
I'm also gonna go with bust.
All right.
Me too.
All right.
And that's a soft
Something only
bust.
buy?
That's a soft bust.
Yeah. Not a hard bust.
Not a hard bust.
All right. I'll see what I can come up with.
Now, second rating.
You know what?
Are you drunk at the ABC store? Buy.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's
Well, I mean, there's a lot of you might buy a lot of things you didn't mean to buy.
True. Yeah.
you wake up the next day and you're like, oh my god.
I'm drunk at the ABC store,
I
and I
spent
just happened to see
$500.
that bottle first.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a cool bottle. I'll take it.
I like how it's dipped in wax.
It's wax.
Well, so this is the other. A lot of people just nerd out over this stuff. They call them slam dunks, and so you get a Maker's Mark bottle, and it's like it would be like that much dipped, and those are called slam dunks. It's the same juice that's in there, same everything, but it just has more wax, and people just nerd out over that stuff.
Okay.
I mean, shit, I'll buy some red wax.
If you go to the distillery, can't you dip your own bottle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just stick the whole bottle with my
Yeah.
hand.
I also wanted to get a wax hand thing, right? You know those places that they dip you can dip your hand in wax and you come out with a wax figure of your hand. You
Yes.
just dip the bottle and your whole hand in there.
I've been to Gatlinburg, Myrtle Beach. I know about that.
Comes with an airbrush T-shirt. Oh man.
I think they stop you if you try to go any farther than any farther than the neck. I think there's someone there to stop you from
When you hit
dipping
shoulder,
in.
they're like,
Yeah.
stop.
Sir,
When an ear appears into the wax, it's like, no, stop it.
Yeah. Sir.
Yeah, and for some reason, it has an English accent, even though it's Kentucky.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Oi, get your arm out of that wax.
Oi, oi, oi.
And he just starts pummeling you.
He's a punk rock Englishman that works at a distillery. Oi, 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 don't do that.
I want to go to that distillery.
I would so be there.
Drinking bourbon, eating fish and chips. God.
And just listening to Cockney accents.
Just pissed off Michael Caine's.
Nothing but the specials playing in the background.
Man.
So it's a guy, what's the guy made Snatch guy? It's a Guy Ritchie
Guy
film.
Ritchie?
We're just
Yeah,
saying it's a
yeah.
Guy Ritchie film.
Yeah.
Sorry, watched Snatch the other night. And
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie. I like that.
What's the one with Brad Pitt and he's the Cockney fighter?
Snatch.
Yeah, that's
Is it
Snatch.
Snatch?
It's for me, ma.
It's for me, ma. I gotta get a caravan.
Yeah.
Gotta go get a caravan.
I need to watch that movie again. Cause
Dags.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dags.
you mean dogs.
Dags.
that's what I said.
Shall we move on to the beer?
Yeah. All right. And,
2 minutes, Techish.
Yeah.
God, I thought you just like kind of stroked out for a second.
I don't know. You're starting to sound more like Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
Hey, me speaking.
God. That's funny.
Rocco.
Rocco.
Oh, you sexy beast, Rocco. Anyway,
All right.
what's our last? This is called a beer bourbon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Breakfast?
The last thing is beer
It's beer.
Beers.
this time.
Alrighty, we have a beer from Terra Novi. Terra Novi.
Yep.
That's if you're saying it cute. You're like, I'm having Terra Novi beer.
Right.
Terra Nova Beer Company. It is an American style IPA. We'll go over that in a second. It's not really a term that I prefer, but pour your own damn beer. So Terra Nova, Asheville Brewery. If anybody is familiar with Bramari, their OG location, unfortunately, when they shut down, Terra Nova took over their spot. I somewhat been looking for some new Asheville breweries in light of recent tragedies and events. Trying to just bring in some newer Asheville stuff. We already do Dissolver, which we absolutely love. We even do Highland. Good brewery. Pretty well known. But a friend of mine posted online, I think Facebook, that they were looking to do some distro out this way, and I reached out to them, and they brought us beer.
Amazing how that works.
Brought it to me directly.
Nice.
Straight from the source.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ah, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Remote cheers, producer Dave. In fact, the owner brought me this beer. That's always kind of cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's neat.
But not uncommon in the craft beer industry. Ed Ransdale. Sweet name.
Shout out to Ed.
Yeah, shout out Ed. Super nice guy. Got to talk a little bit about their situation. They, by all accounts, were one of the lucky ones in Asheville.
Yeah.
Don't think they ever lost power. Never lost water, but water quality is an issue, which for a brewery is like, man, that's shot in the arm.
That's tough.
But luckily, he had a bunch of beer already going, and like I said, didn't lose power, so he didn't lose any of that beer that was going in the tanks. I think he said he'd been getting water deliveries, potable water and stuff like that. So looks like they'll make it through. Yeah. So we picked up this beer, a German Pilsner in cans, and a couple kegs that we have a hazy IPA from them on tap as well. I'm sorry, West Coast IPA. That's been going over pretty well. And I would say from the looks of this is probably more of a West Coast. It is labeled an American IPA. It's a weird term. In general, at least how we kind of do things, I think it's kind of an industry standard now. You almost have to classify IPAs as either West Coast or hazy. And essentially West Coast really nowadays has become, it's clear, it's crisp.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more bitter, hoppy, how you want to refer to it. Hazy is unfiltered, like the name says, hazy. Also New England style IPA.
Cloudy AF.
This is supposed to be somewhere in between, which I kind of see.
Yeah, sure. It's not very hoppy.
Actually, it's got some sweetness to it.
It does.
So that's where, and we can even, I will, it's funny how all these breweries are influenced by burial.
Yeah. I noticed the can.
Yeah. I'll say cool can art.
Yes. Yeah, I like the can art.
Yeah.
It has a little phrase on the back. Through the doorway, hues of amethyst light ripple and dance among fragrant winds, swirling like secret whispers. Each step draws them deeper as the world around them pulses with vibrant sensory wonder.
That's amazing.
So I don't have to do anything else. That perfectly describes this beer.
Yeah.
You don't even need to taste it.
Yeah.
I get all the notes from that.
Yeah.
But more really, the description, at least on Untappd, continues on. An IPA that straddles the line between the classic IPA of Vermont and the new age IPAs of Southern California. We focused on Crush hops, Crush Cairo, which is also the HBC 586 code, and the dry hop along with Citra and Rewaka to create a myriad of hop flavors that prance and whirl, not swirl, that prance and whirl across the palate and lending strong waves of aroma on the nose.
I was going to say they walk across the palate, but...
no, they whirl.
No, they're prancing.
Prancing.
That is amazing. Mm-hmm. That's really good.
That is a very good IPA.
It is good, yeah.
It is. I definitely feel, and y'all let me know if you agree. That's a good description of the straddles the line between classic, IPA.
Yeah.
So basically, straddles the line between hazy and West Coast.
I do agree with that. Yeah.
I would in fact say this is crushable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Still
Not
plenty of
very
flavor.
bitter. You can
Yep.
taste the hops, but it's not bitter.
This is, I always tell a lot of people, most of your basic, straightforward, hazy IPAs are like gateway IPAs. They're easy to drink.
Yes,
they're,
yeah.
they're smooth. They're not, they're hoppy without being super bitter. This is like a gateway to West Coast.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
So, yeah, very good.
At 7.2%, I wouldn't put many of these in the beach bag, but I would want to put these. I would want to crush this on a beach.
See, it's funny the opinion on that, and maybe because I've been doing this for so long, and I'm in the industry, and I see at least what we put on draft, what we sell. Around the 7% to me is the norm for a beer like that these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like a beach crushable beer. I want like 4.5%, 5%.
Yeah. Well, no, I totally get what you're saying. I agree with that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that's the norm in that
Oh
it
yeah,
almost makes me – that number has got – although it shouldn't – that number has gotten pushed up of what is like crushable, what's
Yeah.
even. And honestly, sessionable breweries that will label a beer a session IPA, for instance.
Yeah.
Like that number has gone up. That number is around the 5.5%. Used to be
Yes.
that was like
Yeah.
the 3-4 range.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how that happens.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check them out next time I go to Asheville.
They also have another. They have 2 tap rooms. I know that, like I said, they took over the Bramari tap room. I'm not sure where these other ones. Where the other one is. If that was maybe the other. Because Bramari had like 3 tap rooms.
Yes.
But the other one's in Swannanoa. In
okay.
the Beacon Village. So just right outside of Asheville.
Peeking at the beacon.
Yeah. And even there, I talked to him about that location. It survived. Like, Swannanoa got hit really hard, but apparently that right where they're at in that little strip or whatever came out on the other side pretty good.
They got lucky.
Yeah, they got very lucky. And it's starting to come through that, a few breweries that you like, I'm sorry if I'm speaking out of turn on this, but Wedge, at least from what I see online, they were in the Arts District. They had 2 locations essentially across from each other on the river. And from what I read, at least one of them has actually survived pretty well and is going to reopen. And,
Wow.
but then you have Zillicoa on the other side of things.
Right.
That
Yeah.
got just about wiped out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty rough. They'll pull through, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I think a lot of them will bounce back, and we hope they do. I can't wait to go to Asheville again and support
Yeah.
a lot of these places.
Buy Western North Carolina beer right now.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, that's
people
an
need it.
As much
awesome
as you
way.
can, yeah.
It's great to donate stuff and especially money. Give money. Like that's the big thing you can do right now.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's all great and volunteer. That's awesome too. But buy stuff from there. Buy
Hell, even gift cards.
yeah.
Gift cards. That's a great way.
That's an awesome way to
yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So buy your dissolvers, buy your Highlands, buy your Noble ciders, buy your
The high wire got nailed.
Highwire.
Highwire
They even
got
lost.
pretty bad,
They
yeah.
had to shut down. I want to say, is it Nashville? They had to shut down one of their locations because they had to move all the resources to Asheville
yeah.
to get that going.
Well, and if you're here in Charlotte, you can support Highwire locally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's like I said, and I think they're starting to say, I don't know about Asheville, but like Boone,
Boone's reopened.
yeah, Banner Elk,
Yeah.
Blowing Rock.
Yeah.
So man, go up there and visit.
Yes.
Spend as much money in those
Yeah.
places as you can. 'cause,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They need it.
Yeah. It's
yeah, and in worst case scenario, come buy it from us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not to pitch at this very moment, but
Yeah.
we try to do a few. It is a little rough. I mean, I've ordered some beers from Asheville breweries, and they've basically just said, "Nah, can't. We don't have it."
Yeah, that's understandable.
So, It is getting better. Even Highland ordered week before last. I ordered Highland beer, and they're like, "Nah, we just don't have it." But then this week we ended up getting some stuff. So, yeah, support Western North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
It's been really inspiring to see all the trucks with supplies and things like that headed, west.
And helicopters.
Yeah.
A lot of helicopters, too.
And
Yeah, I
also,
witnessed the first hand.
Yeah.
and also what Barrel's doing to support the community, giving away food and
Yeah, a
giving
lot.
away water and stuff. It's
A lot of these breweries, I mean, even though they're struggling, Dissolver was giving away water and food.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Even though they're struggling and their business is, in a questionable situation, they're still doing what they can to help out the community. So it's been pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Speaking of supporting breweries, Kettle Brewing in Banner Elk. Unfortunately, I don't sell their stuff. I don't even know how to get it at this moment. But when I went to Avery County to help out, I stayed at the head brewer's house.
Oh wow! Damn.
Super nice guy. We sold their beer years ago at Southport, and was always good beer. But then they stopped kind of having distribution. But he busted out a few. We had Oktoberfest that he did, and a session IPA, and the Oktoberfest especially very good.
Crushing it.
So he makes some good beer. So yeah, Banner Elk. That's kind of one of those forgotten locations.
Yeah.
Avery County in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot there. I mean, it's Grandfather Mountains in Avery County. So, but yeah, go up there and or seek out Kettle Beer however you can. Even if you go to Boone, go to Peabody's, you probably find it there. And
Woo.
so
And talk about
Peabody's, woo,
man.
woo, woo, woo. It's a woo off. So anyway,
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
That was fun.
man, thanks
another
for bringing
one
that
in the
pizza. What a
books.
delight.
that was
It was
yeah,
a
surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, thanks for the $80 bottle of bourbon, but the pizza.
Yeah.
Man.
That $8 pizza. Oh man.
Where'd you find that at?
At Walmart,
At
right?
Walmart, yeah, of all places.
I think Walmart has their own breakfast pizza too.
They do.
Do we need to start doing
It looked
We're
questionable.
just gonna start doing breakfast pizzas every time.
Beer-Bourbon-Breakfast pizzas?
Yeah. It did look questionable. You didn't like to look at it.
Yeah, there's something about just eggs sitting. I don't kind of.
Frozen eggs?
It's not frozen.
No.
It's in the market
Oh,
area.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
you.
it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's refrigerated, not frozen.
Thought it was maybe a Sam's Choice breakfast pizza.
Breakfast.
Shout out to that little store we call Walmart. A little country store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Sam Walton, hell of a guy. All right. So wrapping it up then,
Yeah.
I guess.
I think so.
I think we've-
Any notes? Any?
I'm glad you mentioned notes. No,
Oh, yeah. Some more chicken scratch here.
I'm good.
Well, thanks to all the 10 viewers or listeners that
Yes.
Tens of
checked this out.
thousands.
Thanks all 4 of you.
It's more than that. It's 5.
Yeah. I didn't say tens. I said 10.
Watch the video.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube.
Sure, yeah.
Download it. That's cool. Listen to your car, whatever you're doing. But go to YouTube. Download. Dave does a really good job with editing and putting in the graphics and
Yep.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And you get notified when we put out another one.
And you hear
every
the,
2 weeks.
You hear the ding.
Although I don't. We got to figure that out.
Ring the
whole,
ding-a-ling button.
me being gone thing.
All right.
We got. Yeah. All right.
I want to make sure there's no promotions I need to mention. Although the timing's always weird on those, so maybe we just don't. Maybe we
Yeah.
don't do. We don't do dates or time-based situations.
Yeah,
and
probably not.
Everything's
Probably
just
does.
generalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come by
All
beer.
the-
Well,
Bourbon.
they'll know we recorded this at Halloween. What with the ghosts looming over you.
Oh no, those are always there.
Yeah, those are-
that's permanent.
Those are everyday ghosts.
Yeah.
So I can finally see ghosts. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
That's,
I guess.
This
Okay.
You
building.
got that sixth sense.
This building, it was built in 1860. There's a lot of haunted.
Ghoulish.
Yeah.
So that's you drink enough of these IPAs IPAs, and eventually you just start to be able to see ghosts.
The,
I guess that's
the key is to drink a bourbon and IPA together,
okay.
and then you get that.
Yeah, it's like
sense.
breaking a code. Yeah.
All right, I got. All right.
Yeah,
Learn something new every day.
yeah.
Well, I think this will probably be out before then, but just ChristmasTown USA is coming up. If anybody, if you just look it up, Google search McAdenville ChristmasTown USA. It's pure insanity, but it's fun, and now you can come drink a beer or bourbon, whatever.
Or
If you like Christmas, it's a good way to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just hit my mic with my headset.
Stop headbutting your mic.
All right,
that's it. Let's time to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Well,
signing off.
yep. I'm Dewayne,
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dave.
and this has been the Beer Bourbon Breakfast Podcast.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.